What's up, everybody? It's your boy Carlos, and you're listening to Another Round Podcast. Podcast that brings you raw entertainment, no filters, no boundaries, and no goddamn fucking excuses. With that being said, episode number 4. Fellas, how y'all feeling?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Number 4. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Seriously. But I'm excited. We're entering a month in. We really appreciate the support. I'm excited to get this ball rolling. D, how you feeling?
Feeling great. You know, have a great time. The podcast, week 4. Just a little distracted here with Jimmy's sweats. They have
What's
a
wrong
lot
with
of
his sweats?
lint on them. I've never seen something like this before, but I'm excited, guys. I mean, I'm happy you guys are here. I'm happy you guys are supporting us. We love you guys,
100%.
and we're going to have a great episode. So let's get it.
Let's circle back to my sweats. Yeah, man, I look like somebody that works at Dick's. I mean, the cleats aisle 3.
Don't give yourself that much credit, buddy, because people at Dick's have nice sweats. Them things are just.
You're in the back room, bro, putting truck away.
And they don't even allow him to do that.
You know what?
They're like somebody might see you back there.
He's outside with the sign, shop here.
There's cameras back there.
I really give.
Jim, what are those?
I really give 2.
What are those?
About
He
that,
had
man.
these. In
I got
like
the high water
grade.
sweats, and you know what? I wear
They were
them,
used in the
with
9th grade,
fashion.
so just imagine.
Hell
We're
yeah.
30 now.
Hell yeah, 9th grade. Wow, that's like, what, 10 years ago?
No,
But,
it's like 16, 17 years ago.
All right, well, man, my math sucks, but go to math. But first of all, like Darius said, I mean, we want to appreciate the support, appreciate the growth that we've had on our Instagram page. We recently today, reached over our 100th follower threshold. So round of applause to you guys. Seriously,
Thank you, guys.
yes, sir. Yes. We honestly really appreciate that, and this is just a stepstone to what we are trying to accomplish.
Amen.
But as promised by us, once we reach the 100th threshold followers, we are going to pick 2 winners, 2 people from our Instagram page to join us on an all-night expenses paid local night out. So it could be
At Applebee's.
Applebee's, 2 for $20, Chili's. I mean, you know, a little bit like that. But all expenses will be paid. We're gonna pick 1 winner right now, and we will pick the second winner down the road. We are planning for an October 22nd outing. This is going to be recorded live. Mr. Carlos is going to give us the details, but make sure that you don't fast forward. Make sure you watch this in its entirety, and make sure that you guys continue to follow us and continue to show the support. Carlos?
Yes, sir. So exactly what he said, I'm going to go ahead and go to our Instagram page. I'm going to screen record this so you guys can see it at its entirety. And I'm going to start recording, and Darius is going to do us the honor by telling me to stop. And when I stop, we'll shout out the name, and we'll go from there.
Let's get it.
And we'll pick 1 winner now.
Yeah, whoever I stop on, like,
It's meant to be. It's meant to be for you to be there. So it is.
Like, what do you want? You want a free drink or something? Like, we're inviting them. What do you? They're like, yo, thanks for hooking me up. Let me buy you a drink, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Let's get it.
All right, here we go. So I'm gonna screen record right now. 3, 2, 1. Go into our followers. I'm randomly scrolling, not looking.
Jimmy sweats.
And this guy's gonna talk about his sweats. All right, Darius. Whenever you feel like it, time is ticking. You let me know when to stop. What are you praying over there?
No, he's meditating.
Stop.
All right. First person is It's Sam.
It's Sam. That's
that's Brian's girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's Brian's girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right. So we got our first winner.
Definitely not coming.
Yeah.
No. You gotta bring Brian.
Of course.
Brian can partake.
Brian
you know,
is part
now
of the
it
crew.
won't
Brian
be
is part of the
paid.
cruise.
It won't be paid for Brian, but his girl, we will take care of all her expenses because Brian has been a loyal follower from the start. He went with us to the Jets game. He's been a constant reposting and constant follower. So we appreciate Brian. And listen, good things come to people that show their support. So now
100%.
your girl gets a night out. I mean, it's not crazy, but maybe a free dinner, a couple drinks, you know, it is what it is. You'll be there with us, but you know, we appreciate the support. And Sam, congratulations to you.
Sam, you're welcome. That shit was planned out.
Nah,
Bro, why are you gonna say
nah,
something
nah.
like
Nah,
It definitely
was planned out.
It definitely wasn't planned out. But stay tuned.
Nah,
for
I have
our
the screen record,
second,
so it's definitely not planned
stay tuned for our second winner. That's going to join us that
Absolutely.
same night, and we're looking for this to grow. We're looking for you guys, for the support and the love to seriously just grow, and we appreciate you guys listening to us talk just the bullshit that we talk about. But we're gonna get into what we're getting to.
Yeah, that's great. We appreciate all the support. I mean, I sent out that post today. We had about 97 followers. We're finishing out the night right now with 107 followers. So we appreciate all the support. Shout out to my wife's coworkers, Christy and Rochi, for following us at last minute. We thank you so much for support. Thank you for listening while you're working. You know, my wife tells me every single time. So thanks again. And with that, Darius, what you got for us?
So let's get into it, boys. The NFL.
What about the NFL?
Tua.
What about
That
Tua?
whole situation with the concussion.
Fucking idiot.
I
mean,
that's
Bro, come on, man. Like,
wait, before
he
we
should have
get
not
there-
even
before-
played.
All right, so before we get there, so everybody saw it on week 3, right? That he fell, he got back up,
Mhm.
then he kind of stumbled a little bit, and you had an offensive lineman help him back up, right?
Yeah.
They did a concussion protocol, they cleared him, he continued that game, and then 4 days later, he played on Sunday. 4 days later, he played on a Thursday,
Mhm.
and he gets hurt. And it looked really bad that they had to stretch him out. So do you guys personally believe that he should have played that game? And do you blame this on the organization or on Tua?
I'm gonna take the first crack at it here.
Go ahead. Take the first crack.
Number one, you can't blame it on Tua because he's a player. And he's a competitive player, right? And competitive for people that have played sports, whether it be professionally or for us that played, during high school, and even when we go to the park and play, we get hurt, but we want to continue to play. And as in Tua, who's a person that's a professional, and the magnitude of the game that he had on week 3 against Buffalo Bills, 2 undefeated teams, number one, playing for that AFC East, and number one thing, he's gonna want to play. I personally think that the system and the organization and the outside doctor that they have in place to watch over the concussion protocol failed him. There was no way that he was able to continue that game. When he got hit and got up and stumbled automatic and fell back to the ground, that is automatic. The guy should have been out for the rest of the game.
Jim,
just
but
out
he
of player's
passed
health.
concussion protocol.
No.
He
There's a
passed.
lot of factors into
He
that.
passed.
They're playing in Miami.
But he passed.
No. They're playing in Miami. They're playing an undefeated Buffalo Bills team who they're undefeated as well. There's a lot of the NFL has a lot of money invested into certain things, and the Miami Dolphins recently built that brand new stadium in Hard Rock Cafe or Hard Rock Stadium, whatever they call it, and they have a lot of money invested in the NFL. So that's why the NFL opened an investigation. If he was so-called cleared to concussion protocol, then why is there an investigation now? And then 4 days later, the guy can't even finish the first half. He needs to be carted off the field.
Bro, but that was a tough hit. Like, he fell back.
He wasn't
His
100%.
fingers were like all like.
But he wasn't 100%. He shouldn't have came back into the game on Sunday. They should have let Teddy Bridgewater finish the game, lose the game, doesn't matter. But your all-star quarterback, your superstar quarterback, you keep him healthy.
He's not a superstar.
According to them, according to Tyreek Hill, he's the most accurate quarterback in the NFL.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
because
that
he's
doesn't
getting
make
paid
him a
all that money.
superstar.
Obviously, he's going to talk all
Like,
that
even
shit.
on that game, he underthrew Tyreek Hill. They had a touch. Tyreek Hill had a touchdown in the first quarter, and he underthrew him. Like, and he
People
just
think
doesn't
he's a
have an
star.
arm.
They think he's a star. Somebody that follows us recently sent me a picture saying NFL ready quarterbacks, and one of them in that picture is Tua. And if he's an NFL ready quarterback, why is he underthrowing NFL wide?
Yeah, but that
receivers?
came off
I mean, that
your
doesn't.
statement
I mean,
because
Chad
you
Pennington
said that.
played for the Jets did the same thing, but
Who?
that has nothing.
Who played for the Jets? That's from Alabama.
No, you said NFL ready quarterback.
But Jim,
that
didn't you say?
underthrows players. That's what you said.
But Jim,
And I said Chad Pennington is one of them.
Chad Pennington was an NFL ready quarterback when he came into the league.
But Jim, didn't you say that anybody that comes out of Alabama is a starting quarterback?
No, I didn't say.
You didn't say
no,
that?
I didn't say that.
What
I
did
said
you
a
say?
lot of the Alabama players are NFL ready, and I had numerous names that I can just go out there. Mark Ingram, Derrick Henry. You have Julio Jones. You have.
But we're talking about quarterbacks.
No, we weren't talking about that. I responded was because the person that sent it to me is not smart. It's ignorant because they want to believe just in one player because Jalen Hurts plays for the Eagles and he went to Alabama and he got benched in his fucking NFL in Alabama and now he's having success because the Eagles played the Detroit Lions who are trash. They played
Bro, you can't just discredit the Eagles right now. By the way, Eagles 3-0.
Who did you guys play that are
Undefeated
good?
team.
Who have you guys played that are good?
I'm not gonna go off on the limb and be like, yeah. You know, the Eagles are the best team.
Okay,
because
that's what I'm saying.
again,
I'm not discrediting.
Bro, okay.
I'm just stating
All right.
the facts. You guys played the Detroit Lions. Hard knocks.
pretty good.
Booty. Yeah, where?
The audacity for a Jets fan to
Where we've played.
Hold on,
We played
because this is gonna
playoff
get really
teams.
good. This is gonna get
just
really
because
good.
you have a harder matchups doesn't mean that you guys are any better.
well,
I'm
harder
not
matchups.
saying
They haven't
that.
had harder matchups.
What?
Yeah, Ravens are trash, anyways. But anyways,
Yeah,
like
the
to
Ravens
get
are a top 5
The
team
Browns
in
are
the
better
NFL.
than any team that you guys have played this season. You guys played the Washington Commanders, who change their name every month. You played the Detroit Lions, who change their coach every week. And then you guys played the Minnesota Vikings, who have one
It's a pretty
all-star
serious
player.
team right there.
One all-star player in Justin Jefferson.
I think the Vikings are better than the Browns.
I agree.
Okay.
There's more firepower
And how about the
offensively.
Ravens? How about the Bengals?
So, Jim, you think the Ravens are good?
No, but hold on,
The
hold on.
Ravens are good.
Okay, good.
The Bengals are
You see
good.
what happens?
Carlos.
You see what happens? We always get sidetracked. But to go back to your original question, hold on, this guy needs a beer.
Who? Jim? Yes.
Oh God.
Kobe. All day.
Splattered all
You see,
over.
that's why I literally drink it. And then you're like, oh, look at this guy sucking. It's not sucking. It's just, I don't want it
Yeah,
to
you
spill.
fucking blow the suck the
But
air
on
out
the
of
Tua
the fucking,
situation, Jesus Christ, you guys can go all day.
I told you guys.
But on the
suck
Tua
the air out of
situation,
the bottle.
I think that personally, it's on the organization.
Mhm.
It's their fault
Okay.
because one, he should have not played. That's obvious. I felt like he was rushed to play. I felt like the doctor said he was okay to play because the Miami Dolphins right now haven't been as successful as they are right now in a long time. So they see a 3-0 start or a 2-0 start or whatever the hell thing it is.
3-0.
3-0, right?
Mhm.
So they see a 3-0 start and they want to be like, all right, so let's just go ahead and start winning right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let him finish.
yeah,
Let him
yeah, I'll
finish.
let you
'Cause I got.
So
something
let's
to
start
rebut.
winning right now. That's not the point. The point is not to start winning right now because like it happened before, the Arizona Cardinals started 5-0, 6-0, and guess what? Failed to make the playoffs because they lost about 9 of the last 11 games.
Mhm.
So it really points to where the mentality of the organization is, where they're seeing success right now and they want to be like, yeah, you know what? We want to win right now.
Yeah.
And just because they went ahead and played the team and they're like, you know what? We could beat the Bengals. And that's a decent team. Why? Because they went to the Super Bowl last year. So yeah, that'll just give us more credit in being a top tier team, which they're not. So I think that originally its fault goes on the organization by forcing him to play so they can keep their undefeated streak.
So I got a question. Do you think that if they would have won this week and he didn't get injured, you don't think that would have still been? Do you guys believe it would have still been an issue? Because the thing is that people spoke about it when it happened last week, but they let it go. They didn't say like why. I didn't see on the headlines like why is this guy playing this week until he got injured this week on Thursday night. And then they were like, whoa, he got injured last week. Now you guys play him on Thursday. He got injured again. And now, oh, why'd you guys even let him play? But if he would have never gotten injured this week on Thursday and he would have won that game, because I believe he could have won that game if he continued playing. I don't think that would have been a conversation.
Yeah, but the thing is that if somebody gets a concussion, right, especially what happened last week, 10 out of 10 times, the quarterback is not playing the next week. It takes 10 days to be approved to get back on the field. Like there's a 10-day period. There's so many protocols that go in with getting quarterbacks to get back on the field. So again, the organization is saying that, hey, Doc, can we let this one slide? Like, come on. That's why it's everybody's so furious. That's why they opened the investigation, because
you're wrong.
How am I wrong?
Because the doctor that is reviews a concussion protocol is a third party.
Yeah,
He is
in
no
the
longer-
field.
Yeah,
Not cleared by the team doctor.
wrong. He goes into the locker room and he is the one that gives the final
Yes,
say.
I agree.
Whether he can go.
What's going on, everybody? It's Darius from the best podcast in the world. Please show your support and follow us on Instagram at _another_round_podcast_. We love you guys.
You know what's a wild thing that they have? I heard that they have in the NFL, they have people all over the stadium that watch players for concussions.
Mhm.
So like, let's say if the referee doesn't notice it, those people are supposed to notice it and then contact the like people down below and say, hey, this person looked like they just got a concussion. You have to check them out. And none of them said anything during that game.
But you know what the problem was? That the Miami Dolphins were saying that it was more of a back problem than it was his fucking.
Yeah, but the
They
thing is, when
scratched
he
it,
got
yeah.
up, he was holding his head.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, during the week though, going into the Bengals game, they were saying that it was more back issues.
I agree.
Of course,
Than it
because
was
that's
of
what
a
you
concussion.
have to say. You can't say it's a head
So guess
injury.
what? That's what the organization forced them to say, so Tua can start. So that's why I'm saying I blame the organization, because they just have the I want to win now mentality. And guess what? That just fucked them over, because guess what? Now they're getting investigated. Now guess what? They're probably going to get fined thousands and thousands of dollars.
The guy should have.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jimmy from Another Round Podcast. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn those bell notifications on our Instagram page, our YouTube page. We got a lot of exciting and fun and interactive content coming out. Make sure you guys are the first ones to hear, listen, and comment.
Everybody makes that decision on their own. Everybody knows, especially nowadays, everybody knows what the NFL is, what it can do to you, CTE. Everybody has all that information. So if you decide that you're talented enough to play in this sport, and when you're the most protected ever, right? If you decide to play it and you have consequences, that's just part of the game. It's the same thing. You can say the same thing about boxing. You can say the same thing about UFC and a whole bunch of other sports that you can get hit and injured and stuff like that. There's people in other sports that get hit in the head a lot more than football players, and they're practicing, they're fighting all the time. A lot.
Yeah, so
more.
Tua easily could have been like, you know what? I'm not fit to play.
But the thing is, it's
Trusty.
really puts him in a really bad position, and it doesn't make him seem like a leader, or he wants it as much as the players do.
Why?
If
Because
he's
you're
like,
fucking 3-0.
yeah, but
Like he could have been like, yo, you know what?
The thing is, yeah, if somebody was like, oh, if you were on the team, Carlos, and Tua was like, you know what, I felt like I had a concussion and I don't feel like playing, but then the doctor said, oh, no, but Tua's good to go. Everybody in the locker room might be
And
like,
you're his offensive
this
line.
guy doesn't have the heart.
You're his center, and he says that he can't play.
Then he can't play.
But the doctor's just saying he's
Then
good.
guess what? Now you have Teddy Bridgewater as your backup. Make him take first fucking team
Teddy
rep.
Bridgewater is not elite.
It's not about being elite. It's about just getting through the game, whether you win or lose. But guess what? You don't cost your cornerback at the end of the day, because God forbid something extreme could have happened. And guess what? Like Ryan Shazier, he probably, God forbid, something worse would have happened. And guess what? Now he can't even play football.
All right.
So now your 3-0 record goes to shit. It don't mean shit, because your mentality was, let's win right now, instead of, you know what? If we got to take one on the chin right now and take an L, we'll take an L. But guess
and he's
Yo,
had
they're
them for 15, 20
bad.
years.
Look, he's screaming right now from the bathroom. You can't really hear it, but he's trying to defend himself from the bathroom.
And the thing is that you can shave the lint off.
Yeah, I have the thing. The little thing. I even told him if he wanted to use it. He said no. He said that's the style. So I don't know what the hell he's looking
the
at.
style in his world. I don't know what kind of style that is. It's disgusting. But as soon as he gets back,
Yo, come on, Jim, shake and go, because after 3 times you're just playing with it.
I like playing with it. What's the problem?
It's a quick tour.
all right. So let's jump into a little something that I'm a little bit interested in, that I want to get you guys' take on.
I don't give a fuck.
So All right, I'm gonna go home. So fantasy boys.
Yeah, what's up?
We're on multiple fantasies, right? I'm in 3 fantasies. I know Carlos is in a couple. Jimmy is in a couple, right? How are you guys feeling about fantasy this season? What do you? I have a specific question. Who do you guys think is the most valuable player that you guys have in your roster? Who was a disappointment, and who was the most underrated player that you drafted? That's a 3.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah.
Can you repeat those? Like
You talking
When I'm
about our roster?
Your roster.
Well, yeah. We're talking about the fantasy.
Your roster.
So
who is your most valuable player at the moment?
Mhm.
Who is the most underrated player?
Okay.
It doesn't even have to be from your roster. It
Alright.
can just be from fantasy.
So most valuable player to me right now is Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs. Okay.
He is beasting right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably gonna shit on the Ravens because the Ravens suck ass.
And when did you get Stephon Diggs? It was 10th, right? I think you had 10th overall.
No, this was actually 2nd round because I got
agree.
Cooper Kupp,
Yeah.
9th pick.
So you're talking about in the one that we're all in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got Cooper Kupp and Stephon.
Yeah.
That just goes to show that the people that we draft with suck.
It don't matter.
Bunch of dumbasses.
Again, I'm 3-0 in 2
Yeah, I would
fantasies
hope
I'm
that
in,
you got
so-
the 2 best receivers in the NFL.
But most valuable player for me right now is Stephon Diggs. Most underrated player for me right now is Amon St. Brown. I drafted him, and the crazy thing is that I drafted him by mistake. Because I literally drafted him. I'm like, oh, fuck, who the fuck did I pick? Because, again, for me, he was a no-name, like nobody. I didn't know who the hell he was.
Of course, he plays for the Detroit Lions, and the Eagles beat him week 1, and they think they're a Super Bowl team now. I mean, I get it. It's okay.
What are you talking about? I mean, it's easy for you to sit there and fucking suck ass like you've been for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So, Jim, you? Who are your picks?
I think my most.
It don't matter. He
valuable
drafted
player-
half the Jets team.
Where?
That's why you're 0-3.
And I've won one. I mean, have you won a fantasy league? No, right? So I have.
Doesn't matter. That was last
I
year.
won last. Still, I have
All right,
one
typical
win.
Cowboy fan looking at the past.
You have
That's
0.
cute.
You have
That's
0.
cute.
You don't know.
Let's
what
go
it is
back
to
in
be called a
2011 when you won an
champion.
AFC championship.
You don't
Barely
know what
won
it
an
is to be a
AFC
champion.
I won. I won the money back and more because I didn't even fucking pay the end.
All right, yo, Jim, come on. So who was your picks?
It don't matter. He sucks.
Yeah, I suck, but I've won a championship. I mean,
No
my
proof.
most valuable. I mean, what? Yeah, that's crazy.
This guy's gonna hold on to that win for
I'm gonna win again
Bro.
this
4
year.
years.
I'm gonna win again this
like
year.
the Jets, like the Jets title. Like we won in '69.
I'm gonna win again this year. And
yeah.
How you gonna win when you're 0-3? What? It's
This-
not about how you.
And
start,
you
how
have a
finish.
shitty team.
Yeah, I have a
Respectfully,
I'm 0-3 in both of my leagues, right? I'm 0-3. I mean, when you guys do that, I don't do that. Like, don't do that.
Aww.
All right? Yeah. I'm 0-3 in both of my leagues. And I got my most valuable player is Travis Kelce. My most trash player, underrated, that's not living up to expectations, is Dalvin Cook. And I love the player that I have in Tony Pollard. I think Tony Pollard is going to be a star. He
I like
showed
Tony
it. He
Pollard.
showed it this past Monday. And I said it, when I drafted him, he's going to get more touches.
What round did you draft him in?
I don't remember, probably like 6th, 7th, maybe. He was like my 3rd running back that I took. I took him as my flex running back, to be honest with you. So probably like 7th round, 8th round. So I think that he's already getting more touches than Ezekiel Elliott, and he has more productivity than Ezekiel Elliott. So that's exactly why I think I'm going to win. I mean, I got DeAndre Hopkins in my bench. So once he's ready to go, I'm going to have him, Michael Pittman, Travis Kelce, Tony Pollard, Justin Herbert as my quarterback. I mean, I'm 0-3 in both of my leagues, but that don't faze me. That don't faze me. I mean, there's 16 weeks in the season still left to go. So, I mean, say if I go 16-3, I mean, it is what it is. I'm fucking good. But, yeah, this is just the beginning.
And we want to hear what's your pick. So make sure you guys put in the comments who you think it's your favorite player, underrated player, and what was the other one, Darius?
Not your favorite player.
Yeah.
So it's the most underrated player
player
that you have, your most valuable player that you own,
Okay.
and
The disappointment.
your disappointment.
Fucking Derrick Henry's been fucking
Derrick
me up
Henry.
right now.
So for me, my disappointment is
CMC.
Darnell Mooney. CMC is up there, but
Bro,
Darnell
but we
Mooney.
told you about CMC.
Yeah,
you didn't listen.
We said
The thing is, CMC is still like he's a disappointment, but he's still averaging 15 points in fantasy per game. So it's not horrible, but there's no running backs that came off of the top 3 or 4 that are doing better than CMC. Like they're all really like. So who are the 3 top majority running backs? It was CMC.
Mhm.
You have Jonathan Taylor, and you have Austin Eckler, and
Derrick
they're
Henry.
all playing pretty average. And the number 1 running back right now in fantasy is Nick Chubb.
But Christian McCaffrey gets the ball 90% of the time compared to
No,
the
I don't-
running
he's-
backs.
He's a 3-down back.
And he's hurt. He's hurt.
He's a
might not
4-down back.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
there.
he is.
As long as the field, as long as
that-
the offense is out there, he could be out
That's
there.
true. In that offense,
Cap.
he gets the ball every time. And like I told you, when you drafted him, I give him 3 or 4 weeks, and look what happens. He's hurt. He might not
He's
even play
good.
this
He's
Sunday.
good. They do that every week with him. He's always the thing is he doesn't want to go to practice. He's too good for that team.
He's too good for
I mean,
practice.
he is too good. for
Talk
that
about
team.
practice.
I agree.
And my biggest sleeper that I drafted, and in one of the leagues I drafted him 123rd overall. In the other league, I took him off of waivers, is James Robinson, that's ranked 8th overall as running backs, and he has been a fucking monster. Everybody at the beginning of the season was saying, oh, ETN's going to run the whole system. He's going to be the man. People were drafting him in the beginning of the 3rd round and things like that, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take James Robinson, because James Robinson, I had him last season. He played pretty decent, and he's been doing work for me. He's been playing a lot better than McCaffrey or Jonathan Taylor or Austin Eckler, which I have in each 3 of my fantasies. I have one of those guys in all of my fantasies, and he's been playing better than them. Even Cordell Patterson has been up there, so it's
For the first week or 2.
Patterson's like 60.
yeah. Cordell Patterson, and the one guy that I'm very disappointed in is Rashard Penny. I thought Penny was gonna play very well, and he's literally been trash.
So since we're walking into we're getting into October. So what do you guys think about your team for the first 3 weeks now? What's your take? What do you guys see yourselves?
I think that I'm excited. I'm excited for the Ravens. I mean, I'm a little scared on what's going to happen with Lamar Jackson. I mean, the fact that the Ravens didn't extend his contract and now he's balling out and he has the potential to win an MVP, they're going to have to pay this man. I mean, he does. It's between him and Hurts. I mean, the first three games of the season is between him and Hurts, and it's Lamar, and then Hurts is like down here.
And Josh
It's
Allen,
just-
is that up there?
Jim, I'm talking about the top 2. I'm not. I didn't. You want me to? If you want me to say top 5, yeah, Josh Allen be
So
there.
Josh Allen is not like number 1.
No, Josh
We're
Allen
talking
is
about
not number 1. I'm talking about
statistically
Lamar
wise
Jackson.
right now.
Lamar
The
Jackson is
The
1,
first month in the
and
NFL.
then
buddy.
Jalen Hurts is 2, and Lamar Jackson right now is the best quarterback in the NFL.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's the best quarterback in the NFL.
So you put Lamar Jackson
Yes.
with 10 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and then you put Jalen Hurts, who only has 4 touchdowns and 1 interception this season, and then you put him on top of Josh Allen, who has 9 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. How does that work? How do you put Jalen Hurts on top of Josh Allen MVP standards? How?
Well, Jalen Hurts won NFC Player of the.
Yeah, they played the fucking worst teams in the NFL.
Oh, Christ, bro.
They played the worst teams in the NFL. They played the fucking Washington Commanders.
Bro, the
and
Lions are
Detroit
not the Lions that they were last year.
No, okay.
I'm putting
That's
that
what
out
this guy
there.
believes him.
Okay.
I'm putting that out there.
So how are you going to put him ahead of Josh Allen?
They're playing better than Josh Allen.
How? They look at the teams that Josh Allen played against.
Name me the teams that Josh Allen played against.
The Dolphins, who's
Okay.
clearly better than
That
any
beat him.
team.
That beat him. Okay.
They're better than any team the Eagles played this season. Just like that. Just off the bat, just one team.
But that's why I didn't name Jalen Hurts as number 1.
You named the
It
number
was
2 ahead of Josh
Lamar
Allen.
Jackson.
But you named them ahead of Josh Allen.
Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the NFL right
Yikes.
Oh, jeez.
now. He's the best
Yikes.
quarterback in the NFL right now.
Okay, buddy. No problem.
Yeah, okay.
So,
buddy.
so Jim, what is your take? What do you think? Where do you think?
He's gonna blow.
What do you think
somebody
about the
else.
Jets right now, and where do you think they're gonna go before a bye?
They're gonna be 2-15.
Yeah.
2-15 max.
Like I said in the beginning.
You guys are ranked 32 in the NFL.
Where?
They actually went up. They're at
Everywhere.
26.
Where? Show me. If you're gonna speak facts, show me.
I didn't speak facts.
Don't just speak bullshit. Show me.
I'm sorry. Maybe I should Google what you're doing,
but show
I
me.
can throw
Show me
stats out there.
32. We're not 32.
You guys are that shitty.
Yeah, we're definitely.
Who are you guys better than in the NFL?
We're at least better than 5 teams. We're not 32.
So name me 5 teams.
We're not 32.
So name me 5 teams.
We're better than
Name me 5 teams.
We're better than Lions.
No, you're not better than the Lions.
No, you're not
I do
better
not
than the
agree that
Lions,
you're
but-
better than the Lions.
Okay,
Hell
Sorry,
no.
who else?
if that's how you
You're not better than the Texans. Who else?
Okay, if that's
Well,
how you
yeah,
feel.
I agree. I
If
think
that-
they're better.
if that's how you
Nope.
feel.
Nope.
Okay, no problem.
No shot. They're not better than the Texans.
Okay, yeah, no, we're the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah. I think like I said,
It's not
we're
a
gonna
bad
win
thing.
6 games.
You're in the NFL.
All right. I like I said, we're gonna win 6 games this season.
That's your max?
No, I said 6 or more, like I said. And we've been in almost every game this season.
Okay.
We lost to the Ravens, but the Ravens didn't really do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 24-9. I mean, if we score touchdowns, it's a different game.
Okay.
We beat the Browns on a miracle comeback, but we beat the Browns. That's a win. And the Bengals really didn't show too much last week to really separate themselves from the Jets. I mean, there's a lot of plays that I was looking at as a person that watches football, not only as a Jets fan, but there's a lot of plays that if you look and you see, wow, Zach Wilson is a good quarterback. He might be the future, he might not. But there was plays that you look and you're like, fuck, if you had Zach Wilson out there, he can make plays with his feet as compared to Joe Flacco. It's not a 3rd and 6, it's a first down. So I mean, there's a couple plays.
Joe Flacco is top 4 in the NFL in passing yards.
Yeah, because we passed.
Zach Wilson wouldn't have been there.
Okay. I feel like that we have the potential to be good, and I'm excited for this Sunday when we get Zach Wilson back with all his weapons. I think Garrett Wilson's going to have a big day because he's open 95% of the time. I was watching film and watching his routes, how he was open against the Bengals. And Joe.
Do you think I should take him off the waivers on my fantasy league?
You could do whatever.
Jimmy already took him.
I mean,
He's already starting him.
You could do whatever you like, buddy. I mean, you haven't won one. I mean, that's exactly why last year.
Last year was my first fantasy. Whoa, this guy's
and you benched your all-star wide receiver to start somebody that.
Where did I bench him?
Or whatever.
Where did I bench him? Explain to me.
Or we're in the finals.
And where were you?
I was winning my other league.
Where were you?
I was winning my other league, the other league that we're into as well.
Shitty league.
No, actually, the payout is more than the league that I won.
Yeah, because there's 12 people there.
It's 750 compared to 350, and we have 10, and they had 12. So I mean, if you really look at it, I mean.
Wait, so what was the payout if you had 12 people?
I won 750, $75 per person.
You should have gotten new sweatpants.
Well, so it's 10. So it's 10 people, not 12, like he said, because if it's 750 and it's $75 per person, then
it was 12. It was 12. They kept 150 from you then, but
yeah, It was
12. It was a 12.
Oh, so it wasn't a winner wins all.
It was a 12. It was a 12-man league last year.
No.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
Eagles 3-0. Probably top 3 in all power rankings. Again,
they're number 1.
It doesn't matter how you start. So I'm more of a realistic fan. So I'm not really too excited about the fact that we're 3-0. I'd rather us beat some meaningful teams before I can say that we're gonna go somewhere. So, I mean, we got the Jaguars next. We got Doug Peterson coming to town. That should be a very interesting game.
I'm excited to see that matchup. Jaguars are playing really well. Young team, excited team.
What do you think, Jim? You think the Jaguars are gonna beat the Eagles, or you think the Eagles are gonna beat the Jaguars?
I think the Eagles win because they're home, but I think it's going to be a battle. I mean, it's not going to be a cakewalk like they've had.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited to see how they play with a team that's been winning.
Mm-hmm.
A team that's playing really well. So I'm excited to see that.
Darius, what do you think? You think the Jaguars are going to beat the Eagles, or?
No, I think the Eagles are well-rounded. I think they just have more firepower. I don't see the Jaguars winning at all. Like,
give me some score predictions.
14-24 Eagles.
When I say 24-14.
24-14. I like saying the lower number more.
You like that? You like to start from the bottom and then go up?
Absolutely.
What about you, Jim?
I think 17-24 Eagles. I think it's going to come down to one possession, and the lack of experience by Lawrence, whatever his name, Trevor Lawrence, is going to fail them. They have a really talented offensive core.
I know James Robinson is going to score.
Yeah, him. Zay Jones, who I have sitting the bench this past 3 weeks, is averaging almost 20 points a game, fantasy wise.
That's cute.
So, I mean, he's going to be able to get open, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting to see that game.
31-10. That's my final score.
Okay.
31-10.
Eagles got 31. Jaguars got 10.
Okay.
And with that being said, take it away with our winner number 2.
Yeah. We're gonna announce winner number 2. Same process as before.
Here we go.
We already got Sam joining us. Brian, her +1. Brian is paying for his drinks and food. That's just out there. Sam is gonna get.
Hey, Brian, you can come, but you gotta pay.
Yeah. You can come, but I mean, you could just kind of stand from the side. But Sam is gonna get free drinks, free food, free appetizers, whatever she wants, whole 9 yards.
Wait, but I thought it was 2 for 20.
I mean, yeah, we could do 2 for 20. I mean, that's free drinks. They get a free soda, and then the appetizers and
unlimited water
and the entrees. I mean, hey, if you know, maybe she gets the 2 for 20.
Unlimited water.
Maybe she gets the 2 for 20 for Brian, or maybe she gets the 2 for 20 for the new winner, which we're gonna announce right now. So
the 220 included the new winner as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay, all right. So Brian, man, I try to hook you up, but it's over for you, man.
Bro. And I'm gonna go to our followers, and I'm gonna start randomly scrolling. I'm not looking. Jimmy's gonna tell me when to stop.
I guarantee Haber right now is sitting like this with his fingers crossed to come and join us, right?
Why you gotta behave?
You wouldn't want to join us, right? It's okay. You want to sit with the cool kids.
Bro, it's always a good time.
Yeah, I know.
It's always a good
You want
time.
to sit with the cool kids. I mean, stop patrolling, stop watching the crosswalk, and just join the cool kids.
But does a crosswalk got anything to do with it?
No, because he's an officer. He watches the crosswalk.
No, he's a detective.
Yeah, watches the crosswalk. All right, here we go. We're going to stop in 3, 2, 1, stop.
Oh!
Announce the winner.
Winner is Frankie.
Oh, shoot.
Here we go.
What, HL again?
God, bro. Jesus. Bro, get your baby
Christ.
bladder out of here.
Man, let me bring my daughter's little porta potty. Put it over there in the corner. Solve the standing. Yeah. I mean, I have my dog's wee pass too if you want, so you don't have to stand up, or maybe get you a pamper. But Frankie,
Yes,
you
sir.
are going to join us again. A friend that has who I believe, I mean, if I'm remembering this correctly, has always given us a little bit of advice to start the podcast, or given us advice to venture out.
100%.
And we've taken that advice to the heart, and like you see, just a small little setup, but we are starting to build that, and maybe this is God's way of rewarding you and appreciating us and just giving us the support and supporting us. So, I mean, Sam and Frankie are 2 winners. For those that have not, that didn't win, there will be more opportunities
100%.
for this. So just continue to show the love, show the support. We're only growing from here. But Frankie and Sam, you guys are our winners. October 22nd is the planned date. We will be reaching out to you guys to make sure that that date works for you guys, and we'll discuss that in a private matter. But congratulations to our 2 winners.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Carlos from Another Round Podcast. Huge shout out to Sam and Frankie for being the winners of our first official giveaway. You guys will be contacted shortly. Again, huge appreciation to all of our followers. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for the love and support and all the feedback we have gotten. This is only going to help us grow. This is only going to help us get better. So huge shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. God bless. Let's get back to it.
If you know them, you know them. They they're always a good time. We're gonna have a blast. You might not make it home. We're gonna Uber you home. So you decide not to want to drive. I understand 100%. We'll Uber you. I will personally Uber you.
Why don't you just pick them up?
No. I don't know who he is.
You definitely know
You
who
might
Frankie
stab me.
is. You know, you definitely know who Frankie.
Yeah,
is.
you met him before.
He's gone out with us a couple times, and I think by picture you know who he is. But he's a cool man. He's a cool.
Shout
dude.
out to Frankie. Frankie, shout
Yeah,
out.
so shout out to Sam, Frankie for winning. Appreciate everybody that has followed us. We appreciate that.
But what I'm trying to say is,
Let him take a drink.
you okay there,
You
buddy?
right? You
This
twitch.
guy's fucking sick. Everybody's gonna get corona here.
Yeah.
What I'm trying.
Oh wait, the pandemic's over. Don't forget. The
Is it-
president said the pandemic's over.
Yeah, fuck the president. Fuck this president.
You voted for him.
I didn't vote for him. I don't even vote, so I can just bitch about everybody we have.
So you can't bitch.
Yes, I
If you
can
didn't
bitch.
vote.
Yeah,
If
but
I,
you
if,
gotta
I,
vote.
if I didn't vote,
You gotta vote
yes,
to bitch.
no, get the fuck out of here. No, you don't. No, you don't.
You can't have a
Yep.
say.
You can't say
opinion
shit if you didn't
you're not-
vote.
First
bro.
of all, the men are talking, Jim. So what I'm trying to say, Carlos, is that you can bitch when you don't vote for these shitty fucking politicians.
You can't say though if you didn't vote.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
If you said I voted for Trump, then you could be like, "Yo, fuck Biden," but you didn't vote for nobody, so you're kind of like in the neutral zone.
yeah, I'm neutrally fucking.
You're neutral.
Everyone. Neutral bitch.
You didn't vote for nobody.
I didn't vote for anybody because I think they're all shit.
Wait, why didn't you vote?
Because I've never voted.
Every vote matters.
You voted, Jim?
I did.
Who'd you vote for, Jim?
I voted for Trump. I didn't want Biden.
Okay, so you guys vote for Trump here, but Trump didn't win the state, right? He didn't win.
Nah, of course you're not gonna fucking liberal state like Jersey.
so your votes mean nothing, right?
You're right.
Essentially, yes.
You're right.
Because it's gonna be overpowered.
I was just trying because
The electoral
because it's not by
votes-
popular it's
goes
not
by
by
electoral.
popular vote is exactly.
electoral votes, and
All right.
unfortunately, more people.
And how many electoral votes is New Jersey?
12, I think. If I'm not
12. They
mistaken.
get that much?
I think
No.
I don't think they get that much.
12 or 9.
Because California gets probably like 20, right? Like 20.
Yeah, because it's the
Yeah.
big state.
I don't think New Jersey gets that much. Maybe they do. Maybe you're right. Maybe
Like
you're
I
right.
personally think Trump would have won Pennsylvania.
He didn't win Pennsylvania.
He didn't win Pennsylvania.
What the fuck?
But guess what? Because of Philly,
Right. He gets New Jersey has 14 electoral votes. I was 2 off.
Good shit.
yeah, but you weren't accurate.
I mean, you guys said 9. So it's way off.
See, like the Atlanta thing, like with Georgia should have been all Trump.
Why?
What do
Because
you
they're
mean,
white?
why?
Because they're racist.
It has nothing to do with fucking being
So
white.
why?
Because of Atlanta. Atlanta is all Democratic. And because there's more population in Atlanta.
Atlanta has a lot of waffles. So
What the fuck does that have to do with fucking anything?
Go to the population. They
Bro,
go
what are you
against-
talking about?
go
Now you're
against
fucking making this shit
Trump.
racist.
But they go against
Like,
Trump.
what kind of dumb shit are you saying right now?
They go against Trump.
Bro, you're
look at
talking
it.
about
Anybody-
Atlanta and in certain
Yeah.
cities, like, and then saying that all of Georgia is a certain way. It's like saying
The
all of
majority of
Florida
the-
is a Trump state, and there's a lot of
Hispanics there that voted against Trump. A lot
not
of
only
Cubans
Hispanics,
migrate
there's a lot
there.
of
It's more
black people
Cubans
in
there than-
Florida. What are you
A lot of
talking about?
Cubans migrate to Florida, and they voted against Trump.
Bro, you're
No,
talking
the
about
lot
the
of Cubans
migration of
vote for
Cubans and fucking 40 years ago. Like, what I'm trying to tell you is that there's a lot of black people, a lot of white people, and a lot of Hispanics in Florida. It's not only, and it's the same thing with Georgia. It's not only white people. It's not only racist white people living in Georgia. And it's not only racist white people living in any state at this point. Like, we have all kinds of people in every state. It just really depends on the demographic and what people believe in certain situations and what benefits them. You get what I'm saying? When you have certain laws in certain states and like it benefits you to vote for a Republican. You get what I'm saying? Instead of voting a Democrat. Like Democrats want to say no guns should be allowed. But then you live in a state where it's like stand your ground, like Florida and Georgia and certain states like that. And it's like they don't want to deal with that shit. We in New Jersey and New York, we have those laws that we can't even walk around with guns and certain stuff like that. So
As of
yeah,
right
things
now,
like
but that's
that,
changing.
like, huh?
That's changing.
So you don't think that the
Yeah,
gun
I think it's
violence
gonna
is
get even worse.
Yeah, it's gonna get even worse. You
I
know,
don't think it's gonna get better. I think it's gonna get worse.
yeah. Look at now New York, how much crime there is. just off like you see old people walking in the street, and you see in fucking videos in Channel 41 Univision, teenagers beat up old man for wallet. Can you imagine if they had a gun, if they had the opportunity to walk, they would have killed the man. It's only gonna get worse by allowing that, because there's just no order. There's just it's unfortunately we get to a point is, if you're gonna allow people to walk with and carry guns, you're gonna have people that are carrying it legally.
What's wrong with that?
You're gonna have people that are carrying it legally. You're gonna have people that are carrying it illegally.
That's all the time, though.
So, Jim, sorry to.
So what's wrong with people
Wait.
carrying legally?
It's gonna get even worse.
I think.
How is it getting?
No. So what happens? So,
That's
Jim,
cap.
sorry to cut you off real quick, but I think that when you legalize a gun, right? Let's say, first of all, anybody that's willing to kill somebody is willing to own an illegal gun, right? So
Wait, that's cap though,
how's that cap?
because I own a gun. So
That's not what I.
if somebody comes into my home,
you have an illegal gun,
I don't have an illegal gun.
that's what I said.
But
I said
But,
anybody.
no.
Just
But
listen
if
to what-
somebody comes into my house and wants to rob me, I'm gonna shoot the motherfucker.
Then you're wrong.
Okay, but
How am I wrong?
Carlos, you don't even know what I'm saying.
No, how am I
I didn't
wrong,
even
though?
get to what I
You
was
lose.
trying to get.
How do I lose? It's self-defense.
No,
No.
you will
You
get in
lose.
trouble. That's why I'm trying
You
to explain
lose.
to you.
I'm
What
telling
I'm
you.
trying to say is that anybody in New
Nah,
Jersey and in California and in New York, if anybody that's willing to kill someone is
I'm
okay,
willing to kill somebody that puts my safety in
but,
jeopardy.
but listen to what I'm saying.
I'm putting it out there.
Okay, whatever you said. Anybody that's willing to kill somebody illegally is willing to own an illegal gun. All right. Anybody that's willing to rob somebody or something like that, anybody's willing to stab somebody is okay to have a gun. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to go and kill somebody tonight, but no, I'm not going to hold the gun. Like, that's too much. The gun is too much, but I'll kill somebody. You understand what I'm saying? But if you give the right for somebody to bear arm, for somebody to hold the gun, for somebody to have a weapon, somebody might think twice to go and rob somebody because this motherfucker might have a gun.
But they don't fucking know who has a gun.
But that's the better thing. You don't want somebody to know who has a gun.
Okay, so if somebody comes rob my house right now, I have a gun.
But the thing is, in New Jersey, if somebody comes into your house and you just shoot them, you will get in trouble.
Yep.
The only way that you can kill somebody in New Jersey and legally
announce
get away with it is not only announce it, but you have to be in a position. Let's say if you're in your bedroom, you and your wife, and you can't get out of that bedroom and you're stuck and there's no way out of it, and you feel like you're physically going to
I'm gonna
get
fucking
hurt
shoot
or
the
harmed,
shit
then
out
you
of
can
it.
shoot him. You can shoot him whenever you want. You can go outside right now and shoot somebody, but that doesn't make it right. What I'm trying to tell you is legally, you're only allowed to shoot somebody when you're in a position that you cannot get away from it and there's no way out of it.
All right,
And
so
then
how am I gonna get away from it from in one room?
that's when you can shoot
That's
them.
when you can shoot. But if you're in the living room,
If you're in the living room and you have a back exit, you have to get out of that back exit. They will tell you, they'd be like, you could have gotten out of there. Then you should have gotten out of there. If you can't get out of there, if you can't get out of a certain situation, then you're allowed to shoot them. If you could have gotten out of there, you just kill them.
Nah,
Then you
because
get
I
in
think
trouble.
at the end of the day, it all depends on the person, right? Because I personally think that I'm gonna fucking injure the person, right? I'm not gonna try to aim for death. So my thing is like, I'm gonna fucking injure this motherfucker, right? I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker spends as much. What do you mean? Why are you nodding your head? No, though.
you're wrong.
What do you mean? Am I wrong? If somebody
It's
comes into my
attempted
house,
murder. It's
I
an
got
attempted
It's
murder.
not attempted murder, nigga.
Well,
you coming
You
into my
shot
home?
him.
You coming into my home?
You shot him.
Well, it depends where you shoot him. If you
attempted
shoot him
murder.
if you shoot him under the hips, it's not attempted murder. If you shoot him over the hips, it's attempted murder. No matter what
I
you
can
say.
shoot his fucking nutsack.
That's a vital organ. That's attempted murder.
Nah, bro.
Bro, that's
Cap.
what the law is. It's not cap.
It is-
That's what the
it
law
is.
is. Educate
how it
yourself. Educate yourself before you go and start shooting everybody. There's been a reports where there was an old lady. Somebody was trying to get into her house, and the dude fell from the roof and broke his legs, and he sued her and won.
Yep.
And won. And she was
this
an old
happened to-
lady, defenseless. Educate yourself. It's
There
just
was
that fucking
look,
simple.
listen.
Yo.
It's funny that Jimmy said that there was
Hold
a
on.
situation.
The fact that he said that, make sure you watch Liar Liar, because that is a reference from fucking Liar Liar, and you're laughing because I just caught you on that reference.
Educate.
No, because I just caught you in that fucking reference, nigga. You just referenced liar right now.
No, but that
No, because he fell from the roof, landed on a knife, stabbed himself. Guess what? Now the fucking person that was about to rob got fucking $10,000.
that's part of liar.
All right,
liar,
but you're talking about liar.
No,
You're talking about Jim Carrey
I'm not giving you that example.
Jim Carrey movie.
There's a real life example.
There is a real life example, and the situation was that it was in Florida. It's so funny that it was in Florida. Somebody had a fence that was over 6 feet, and in Florida, I think you're only allowed to have it from 6 feet or less. And the person tried to climb over the fence, and they fell and they broke their leg, and they sued the person in an attempt to try to rob them. They sued them and they won. And the reason they won was because their fence was higher than 6 feet.
You can't shoot nobody, even if
It's crazy. There's certain.
But you will get in trouble. As fucked up as it sounds, you will be held liable.
Look, if somebody comes to my house, and I want to hear what you guys think. If somebody comes to my house, right? I have a gun. If somebody comes to my house, 3:00 in the morning, I'm upstairs sleeping with my wife and my dogs. If I hear the fucking door hit, slams wide open, I hear somebody coming up the steps. I announce, I got a gun, get the fuck away, but they're still trying to barge in. I'm going to fucking discharge my weapon to fucking kill.
I gotta go. How would you walk out
to protect myself, my wife, and my dogs? It don't matter if it's dogs. It don't matter if it's kids. But I'm there to protect myself. Again, I don't go to myself. I'm a fucking gun fanatic.
He's like, I don't go to nobody's house and shoot them.
Nah, bro. I'm a gun fanatic, right? I fucking go to these. I'm a big fucking person when it comes to guns. I'm a big fan when it comes to guns. But if somebody was to come to my house and threaten my life, trust me, your life is gone before anything else around.
We understand what you would do, but we're also telling you what's legal and what's not legal. You can do whatever. Somebody can knock on your doorbell and you can shoot them in the face.
No.
So
you can legally be wrong.
He did everything right.
Because, no, but he's saying he did
everything right.
I have a gun.
No. Now
I announcing that I have a gun.
The only thing you need to do after that is shoot a warning shot. Once you do that,
I'm fine with that.
I am not shooting no warning.
No,
shot.
but
I'm not gonna announce I have a gun.
No, but you have to.
I'll do it after I kill him.
Come in with a fucking gun, though.
In the state of New Jersey, you have to say I have a gun and fire a warning shot before you shoot them. It's the law. Unfortunately, as stupid as it sounds, when somebody threatens your well-being, that is the law. If somebody comes into your house, you have to do that.
It's crazy because I watched a Dave Chappelle stand-up, and what Jimmy's saying, like, there's this thing called like a buckshot, like that Dave Chappelle said that he like put, and then he like you can have one buckshot, and then you can have a real bullet, so you can actually even have a fake bullet that it sounds like a bullet. Let it off, and then you have another real bullet that comes right after it, and then you can let that out, and you can let like 2 shots out, and then you can have a fake bullet afterwards, and then you can have real bullets after that. Because it's
so stupid because
that's the laws of Ohio.
Because
so what's your point of the argument, though?
As stupid as it sounds,
what's your point?
You need to educate yourself as a homeowner. You need to educate what you can and what you cannot do. Because if for example, if a 17-year-old
all I have to do is announce I have a weapon.
No, you don't. That's not
in the state of New Jersey. In the state of New Jersey, you need to announce I have a weapon
and shoot a warning shot.
But you need to. But where the fuck do you shoot a warning shot?
Shoot it on the ground or something on the roof.
Yeah, so you're gonna fucking have a whole wall in your fucking
home insurance.
Still, that's different because
fuck that. I ain't going through no insurance.
I mean, you have renters.
You gotta take the proper
you have
steps.
Home insurance. You have all that stuff, but as important is that if a 17-year-old kid comes in and tries to rob something, and you don't,
I'm gonna fucking give that nigga a wedgie,
and you don't announce this stuff, and you kill the kid. His parents can sue. Did he do that? Did he announce my
Go
son
ahead
didn't
and sue
know?
me. I ain't got no money in the bank anyway.
But you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose.